So let's work on building out our edit post page. Inside of the post directory, let's create a new directory named edit. Inside of edit, let's create a new folder named ID enclosed in brackets. Inside of it, let's create a file named page.js. This will represent our dynamic URL for our edit post page. Our imports will be useEffect and useState from React, useSession from Next-auth, and useRouter from Next Navigation. Now let's create a functional component named edit that will take a single parameter named ctx. Inside of edit, let's initialize 3 state variables: title, descript, and category. Each will be using the useState hook. The initial value for our title and description will be empty strings, while category will be set to nature. And of course, the set title, set description, and set category functions will be used to update the respective state variables. The useEffect hook will be used to fetch our post data. Inside of useEffect, we'll have an asynchronous function named fetchPost. We will fetch the data from the API endpoint listed here. The ctx.params.id will allow us to pull the specific posts clicked on by the user. The fetch data is then used to update the state variables, title, description, and category. Now let's care for the session states passed through by Next-auth. First, if the status is loading, let's show a loading p tag to the user. If the status is unauthenticated, let's return access denied to the user. Now let's create an asynchronous function named handleSubmit. Be sure to prevent the default behavior. Then let's make sure we're getting all fields back from the user. Then we'll create a body object with the title, description, and category values from the component state. Then we'll send a put request to our API endpoint. We will include the authorization header containing the user access token from the session. We'll be sure to send this over in JSON format. If all goes well, we should get a status code within the 200s and redirect it to our home screen. Otherwise, we'll be sure to console.log our error. Now we'll work on our return statement. We'll start with the section tag that will contain the width of our screen. Then we'll include a H1 that will show the user there on the update post page. Underneath our H1, we'll have one additional div just for styling. Then we'll move on to our form. Our form will have the onSubmit handler that will contain our handleSubmit function. Inside of the form, we'll need an input field to hold our title value and also capture the onChange title change event. Underneath our input, we'll need a text area to display our description value and also capture the description update event. We'll use the select with option to care for our categories. Inside of the select, be sure to include the category value and also the onChange category event. Each option should have a value corresponding with the category name. Be sure that the value mirrors the spelling and capitalization of the category set in our model. Then we'll need a button to post our changes. So let's save the file and go back to our server. If we go to our home screen and click on See More, this takes us to our post detail page. If we click on Edit, we should see our edit post page. No, it appears that we got an error. Let's go back to our page.js file and let's include export default and then edit. Now if we save our page and refresh our local host, we see that our title, description, and category are now being displayed on this window. So to confirm it's working, let's make one change to title and let's change our category. If we click on post, we are being successfully redirected back to our home screen and we can see the updated changes on the post that we just made. So it appears that this is working as designed as well. Next, we'll work on the ability to leave comments. I appreciate you watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, feel free to leave a like, consider subscribing, and I'll chat with you in the next one. Peace.